In the last video, we shifted your focus away from chasing jobs and toward finding problems worth solving. Today, we're taking that idea a level deeper, into one of the most powerful overlooked principles in the entire labor market. The bigger the problem you solve, and the more people it impacts, the bigger the reward you can earn. It sounds obvious at first, almost too simple, but here's the catch. Very few people actually use this idea to guide their career decisions. Most professionals stay in the world of small problems, minor tasks, low-stakes responsibilities, work that doesn't stretch them and doesn't scale. But high earners, the people who create real value, they operate differently. They look for the friction that slows entire teams down. They look for the inefficiencies that cost companies real money. They look for the challenges that make customers frustrated, or leaders anxious, or systems unstable. And then they step in. They learn, they build, they solve. Because when you solve a problem that affects 10 people, you become useful. But when you solve a problem that affects 10,000 or 10 million, you become invaluable. This is the mindset shift that transforms careers. It's not about working harder. It's about working on what matters more. So in this lesson, we're breaking this idea down, piece by piece, and exploring how you can intentionally position yourself to solve bigger, higher impact problems and earn bigger rewards because of it. Let's make this principle real for a moment. I want you to picture two people. Person A is a talented graphic designer. They create logos for small businesses, one client at a time. They're good, they're skilled, they bring real value. And in a typical year, they might earn around $100,000. Now, person B, also a graphic designer, also creative, also talented, but instead of designing one logo at a time, they're designing user interfaces for a software product used by 10 million people. Their work shapes the daily experience of entire industries. Their decisions impact millions of behaviors, millions of moments, millions of interactions, and the company behind that software, it generates hundreds of millions of dollars a year. So let me ask you, who do you think earns more? Who has more leverage? Who has optionality, bargaining power, opportunities chasing them instead of the other way around? It's simple. The person solving the higher impact, higher reach problem. And here's the key insight. It's not because one designer is better than the other. It's not about who works harder or who has more raw talent. It's about the scale of the problem they've chosen to solve, the reach, the ripple effect. The value their work unlocks, because the market doesn't just reward skill, it rewards impact, it rewards leverage, it rewards the people whose solutions touch more lives. Understanding this changes everything. Let's introduce a simple formula that can guide every career decision you make from this point forward. Market value equals impact times reach. That's it. But this one idea explains why some roles pay modestly, while others reshape entire industry. Let's break it down. First, impact. How painful, costly, or urgent is the problem you're solving? Does it touch profits? Does it affect people's time, safety, health, or well-being? The deeper the pain, the higher the value. Then there's reach. How many people feel this problem? Is it something that affects one person, a small team, an entire company, or millions of users around the world? Because here's the truth. A problem that's urgent for a lot of people is exponentially more valuable than a problem that's mildly inconvenient for just a few. When you combine these two, impact multiplied by reach, you get the real measure of market value. Not job titles, not degrees, not years of experience. Impact times reach, that's what the market rewards. And when you start thinking this way, your entire career strategy shifts into focus. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Comment your biggest takeaway from this lesson. Let's make this idea even more tangible by looking at how it plays out in real roles you see every day. Example 1. Software developers. Imagine a developer who writes code for an internal backend system. It's meaningful work. It keeps operations running, but the reach is limited. Only a small team feels the impact. Now imagine another developer, same profession, same foundational skills, but they build an AI feature that boosts performance for 10 million app users. Suddenly, their work isn't just helpful, it's transformative. High impact, high reach, high value. And what follows? More leverage, more demand, more compensation. Not because they're better, but because the scale of the problem they're solving is bigger. Example 2. Teachers. Picture a teacher working with 30 students in a single classroom. The value they provide is immense. Life-shaping even. But the reach is naturally capped. Now picture a teacher who creates a digital curriculum, and that curriculum gets adopted by 5,000 schools. Same passion, same expertise, same heart for education. But now their impact multiplies, not by dozens, but by thousands. That's the power of scale. That's the difference reach makes. The skills don't change, the scope does. Before we continue, take a moment for yourself. Write down one role you could scale, or one way your existing skills could reach more people. A lot of people wake up one day and realize their work feels underwhelming. Not because they aren't talented, not because they aren't capable, but because the problems they're solving are too small to feel meaningful. They feel bored, they feel undervalued, they feel underpaid. And they start wondering if something is wrong with them, when in reality, nothing is wrong with them at all. What's really happening is this. They've anchored themselves to low-impact, low-reach problems, issues that don't move the needle, tasks that don't create visible change, work that doesn't scale beyond a handful of people. And this isn't about ego. It's not about chasing status or money or trying to look important. It's about something much simpler and more human. The desire to feel useful. To feel like your work matters. To feel like your skills make life easier, better, or smoother for someone else. When you choose problems that actually matter, problems that affect more people, problems that create real outcomes, you naturally begin to feel more energized, more valued, and more fulfilled. It's not magic. It's alignment, impact, and reach working together. And once you see this clearly, you'll understand why stepping away from low-impact, low-reach work isn't just a career move, it's a clarity move. So how do you actually recognize a high-value problem when you see one? There are 3 clear signs, and once you understand them, they become almost impossible to miss. Sign number 1. The problem shows up frequently. If people experience the same friction over and over again, that's a strong signal it's worth solving. Think about someone saying, "I waste time looking for documents every single day." That's not a one-off annoyance, that's a pattern, and patterns point to opportunity. Sign number 2. The problem causes real pain or cost, not just irritation, but measurable loss, time lost, money wasted, energy drained, emotional stress building up. Like noticing that a checkout process is so clunky that 40% of customers abandon their cart. That's not just bad UX, that's revenue disappearing in real time. And sign number 3, the problem affects a lot of people. The wider the impact, the bigger the value potential. Maybe students across the country are failing standardized tests because the materials they're using are outdated. That's not a small issue. That's a national pain point, and whoever solves it creates massive reach and massive impact. Once you start looking through this lens, frequency, pain, and reach, you'll begin spotting high-value problems everywhere. Because they're not rare, they're simply ignored until someone smart pays attention. Before we move into the next lesson, I want you to slow down for a moment and really sit with this. Set a timer for 10 minutes, find a quiet corner, and reflect on a few questions that can change the trajectory of your career if you answer them honestly. First, what's a problem I've personally experienced that caused frustration or wasted time? Not something theoretical, something real, something that annoyed you, slowed you down, or made you think, why does it have to be this way? Next, who else might also experience that problem? Because if it's affecting you, chances are it's affecting others too. And the more people who share that pain, the bigger the opportunity. Then ask yourself, how would things improve if that problem were solved? Picture it. Fewer headaches, more efficiency, better outcomes, clearer processes. That imagined improvement is the beginning of your value story. Now, let's rate the problem using two simple scales, 1 through 5. Impact. How painful, costly, or disruptive is this issue? Is it a mild annoyance or a recurring drain on time, money, or emotional energy? And reach. How many people experience this problem? Is it just you? A team? A department? Or thousands, maybe even millions? Finally, here's your bonus question. Is there a way I could begin working on solving this even in a small way? Don't think about perfection. Think about momentum. One tiny action, one experiment, one step toward clarity. In the next video, we're diving into something big, education, not school for the sake of school, but education as a toolbox for solving real problems. We'll also revisit that roof repair metaphor, the one that makes everything click instantly. I can't wait to share it with you. Until then, keep asking yourself every day, what problem am I preparing to solve? You're on the right path.